This episode is presented in partnership with Airbnb, where the best end of summer memories are made with your closest friends. Now, let's get on with the show.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
Oh my gosh, first of all, I'm so glad that you guys are on the show. Tyler, this is my first time. I feel like I've seen you around, but this is my first time actually getting to sit down and talk with you.
Yeah.
Serayah, we done had drinks, caviar, late nights. You're my girl. So I'm happy that you're on the show and we get into what you guys are doing. I'm so excited for this movie.
Me too.
I mean, first we have to do the pre-show pull-up. I do this with all my guests just to get into y'all's vibe and see what you guys are, feeling today. So I'm going to start with you, Serayah.
Uh-oh.
Today I'm giving mother at work with the side of boss babe. Every day, all day. I mean, it's so crazy that you're a mom, boo.
Yeah, it is crazy.
And I know you said the baby traveled with you.
He's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's he been acting? Is this his first time flying?
It's like his second time.
Okay.
Was totally in a whole uproar before I left. So I'm still feeling like the tension.
Yes.
I'm like, no. I want to fix it and everything. And
I know it never
He's with
goes
Gigi,
away.
so he's good.
Okay, he's with Gigi. Hey, Gigi. Okay, so mother at work, boss babe, 100%. Today's mood in one word. I can attest to this. You are 100% serving.
Period.
You always serve, though. I remember we were just at my album listening party, and I'm like, the bangles, the dress.
Oh, thank you.
Even after being a mom, like, was it a lot coming into your mind whenever you get dressed now, or is it the same feeling that you've always had with fashion?
I feel like it's definitely changed.
Yeah.
I mean, my body's different.
Sure.
Things feel different. I have to lift things and, squeeze
At least
into
you
things.
have something to lift.
Listen,
My baby
honey.
done sucked it all out.
Okay.
I'm like, damn, who is she? Who am I?
Who am I?
What am I?
What's happening? Don't fit nothing. But it's cool because I feel like there's a new space that I want to go with fashion anyway. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm finding it.
Yeah, I think that is the cool thing. When after my son was born, my body definitely did change, and it changed in
I
a
don't
way.
know.
It changed in a way that allowed me to show a little bit more curves, because it gives us a little bit more weight. You know what I'm saying? I never really had a lot of bam, boom, bop. But after the baby, I did, so it definitely allowed
Same.
me. Yeah, so it
It's
allows
great.
us to explore fashion in a different way.
Yes.
So I'm living for it. You're serving. So you was listening to my girl SZA on the way here.
Yes.
Is it the new project, or you going old school SZA?
Girl, actually, it was the Heat. They were playing SZA.
Ooh, okay. Come on, the Heat. We like the Heat.
I would love the Heat.
I love SZA. That's my girl. Okay, last screenshot on your phone. No deleting. Show me.
Show you.
You have it?
Yeah, girl. It's literally my flight back home tomorrow. Literally,
Wait, so when
I
are you
looked
leaving? 2 days from now? 3 days from now?
tomorrow.
Damn, this is
It was supposed to be, 2 days, but tomorrow. Look,
Period.
Oh, they got you in and out, huh?
She said, what she said at the top, mother at work, boss babe. That's the boss babe screenshot. Okay. What's your zodiac sign, and do you know your big three? Of course you know your big three. You're Gemini, Aries, and Libra. Now, wait a minute. Which part is I know your sun sign is Gemini, but what's the Libra to Aries?
okay, the Aries is the moon.
Oh, that's the moon.
Yeah, the Libra is the rising.
Ooh, which one do you feel most connected to?
Oof. I mean, honestly, all of them. I cannot lie. Like, I get a little bit of fire sometimes, and then sometimes I'm very much my Libra girly. Like, I'm indecisive.
And
I'm
you're
like,
so Libra with the I mean,
which
Libras are known
one?
for their aesthetics. You always showing up looking bomb. I feel like that's very Libra. I do feel the Aries because you have that fire. I feel that fire. But then that
Spicy.
Gemini is like, I'm here, I'm there, I'm nowhere. Y'all got to catch up with me. That's very you.
I'm very much not really here. No.
I'm here, I'm there, I'm nowhere. I'm using
Yes, I'm not really here. Okay, what's your love language? Quality time.
Yes.
And gifts?
Yes.
Yes, gifts.
Yes.
Yes.
I used to be very humble about that, and it was like towards the end of my list. That has changed over
Girl,
time.
I
It's
live
very
for that.
much,
So how do
yeah.
we get the guys to give us the gifts? Because the girls are like, yeah, how?
How?
Yeah, do you just be like, I want a gift? Or is it just like, or do you tell them like, I love gifts? How do you
think it's
let them know
very
it's your
much
love
like,
language?
oh, I really like this. Like, just letting him know what you like and what
Girl,
you're
yes.
into.
You're
And
direct
hopefully
about it.
he gets, he picks it up. Because I think that's another testament to who you're with. Like, you got to pick up
Send the Amazon
you gotta
card.
pick up the pieces.
I like
you know?
all of these things.
Right.
Okay, and what's the most unexpected thing on your talent writer? Girl, my writer needs an update.
Okay.
That's true, because they keep giving me Flamin' Hot Cheetos in mine. That writer's from when I was 13. I like Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but like I do need to update mine, because every time Cheetos up in his like every time. It's crazy. Okay, and I got your autograph, period. Love this. Now we're moving on to you. Tyler. Okay, today
okay.
I'm giving clean with
Yep,
two
clean,
exclamation
clean,
points.
Yep, clean.
I love
Just
that.
cut my own hair, you know what I'm saying?
Wait a
Feeling
minute.
clean.
Yeah, that's
You
the
cut
tea.
your own hair?
Cut my own hair, yeah, for sure.
How you learn how to do that?
You know what? I had messed it up a bunch of times when I first started. Probably I started out of necessity.
Sure.
So I was raised outside of Philly. So trying to find a barber to cut my hair.
Oh my God, I was telling him, guys,
tough.
this right here, this whole beard goatee situation, that gives Philly down. I feel like you gotta be from Philly to have that.
Yeah, typically, that look is like the big beard and like the bald head. But so I started because everybody was always butchering my hair. And then for the first few years, I was butchering my own. But then I started to get the swing of it. And 20 years later, I'm clean.
There's nothing better than being able to do your own hair,
It's
though.
nice, isn't it?
It's like you're never gonna catch me slipping. Now, you're giving clean with the side of ain't afraid to get a little dirty to keep it that way.
Oh, you know what? I honestly thought we was going to be discussing these together like outside of the camera. But
Like before the show.
I thought it was an icebreaker. We were just going to talk and come up in here.
Howling. Now, what kind
Okay.
of dirty are we talking?
No, well, you
The
know what?
ladies want to know.
I just, well, a good way to describe it is I got sleeves on right now, but I have a tattoo underneath my arm, and it is Archangel Michael, and
Okay.
he's one of the leaders of God's army, and he would go to war. He's matter of fact, can I show y'all?
You go ahead and
Nah,
take the
it's gonna
jacket off.
be
Go and show us the
it'll be a little
guns.
too
It's
much.
fine.
But he killing a serpent, but he will get his hands dirty to fight for the right things.
Yes.
So I feel like I'm very I don't know how would you say
But I
it?
think that this is important because I think there was a time in my life where I was over idealistic, meaning like, just doing good and being nice. It always gets it done. No, sometimes you got to check them up. You know what I mean? You really do. It's like sometimes you have to get a little dirty to get things clean. So I get it.
And I just feel like I'm kind of right there right now.
Yeah.
In that balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, today's mood in one word, blessed. I'm here with Keke.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey!
We were just saying before, I just feel like I done made it now. You know what I'm saying?
Stop
There's
it!
a few podcasts that I've always wanted to be a
Same.
part of, and Keke is at the top of the list.
Oh,
Yes.
So, hey, we did something.
No, for real.
I
I
love y'all.
just told Julissa, I was like, wait, when I
Keke.
seen Keke pop up on the itinerary, I said,
Sure.
oh my God.
Well, you
Absolutely.
know you my
We going on a
girl.
press run.
And I'm a fan of yours as well.
No, I
Come on, have
appreciate you.
nots all the way back to then. So it's really dope to have both of you guys on. I respect you. And, this is what the show is made of. True
we appreciate it.
talent. Okay, what did you listen to on your ride here? Gunna, R&B, M.I.?
Oh, R&B Foam Up. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, I've been listening to Gunna lately. He just dropped the album and whatnot. I feel like he's always, his pen game is nice. I like what he's bringing. And then R&B Foam Up is a artist out of Texas. He's making some waves and whatnot. So, I listen to some things that are out in the, out in the public, and also some things that are a little underground too.
Last screenshot on your phone, no deleting, show me. I'm seeing eyes to the side.
Uh-oh.
This must be
Probably because
something.
I don't know how to draw. That's probably the wrong eyes I
Is
drew.
is it a screenshot that, is a little
no,
much?
no, I probably just wrote them because you said you wanted to see them.
So you gonna show us?
see.
I ain't got my phone on me. But you know what? It
Y'all
was,
know what that means.
I think
I ain't
it was.
even gonna press them.
I always forget like quick information, like codes and whatnot. So it was something similar to what you had a screenshot of.
Sure it was.
She took what yours was a ticket. Mine was like something else. Yeah.
I'm just
like,
saying. I'm just saying. Okay, what's your zodiac sign? Do you know your big three? You don't know your big
I'm
three.
an Aries though. I don't know
March?
the big three. March 24th. Yeah.
Oh, my dad's the 26th.
Well-
Now, wait a minute. You not knowing your big three is crazy because I know you done met some girl that was like, what time was you born?
Oh yeah, for sure. It goes
just
in
didn't
one
tell
and
her.
out the other. I don't know. You know what
He's
time
like-
he was born?
I do. I asked my mom
Oh,
so I
okay.
can find out my big three.
3:16 a.m.
3:02.
God so loved Keke. No.
3:02 p.m.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Your love language, physical touch,
Yeah,
Physical
for sure.
touch, yeah. I'm that same way. Even if I'm not being romantic.
Yeah,
You
even
just
holding
still
hands
like-
or
Yeah, I'm like,
a hug,
girl!
the touch definitely does
Stop!
something.
And it's like, you're killing me. I had to back up on that. I'll be squeezing the hell out of people's thighs. Okay, may I have your autograph? Thank you so much. Keeping this autograph. Can't wait to sell them on eBay. Now, let's get into why you guys are here. I'm so excited about the new movie, Ruth and Boaz. This is Tyler Perry and Devon Franklin's project. But before we get into it, first of all, congratulations. I know it comes out September 26th.
Yes.
Looking forward to it, guys. This is a romance. It's going to be good, but with some faith to it, which we always love. But what a summer. Serayah, you just had the baby.
Oh my goodness.
And you just got engaged to Joey. How are you guys feeling? I mean, just what are the vibes? How do you describe this year? And is it what you expected it to be? You also just turned 30.
Oh my gosh. You see what I'm saying?
Girl.
It's so much going on. But you know what? Just blessed, honestly. Rolling with the punches, with the vibes, and just blessed. Overwhelmed with love and overwhelmed with just all the goodness that support. My family showed up, and it's just been a lot going on. And I think the word is blessed for sure.
Yeah. How did you celebrate the milestone? Did you do a party or did you keep it low key? Because I know it was a lot going on.
I kept it low key. So me and my son are literally like a couple days apart from being just a month apart, our birthdays.
Oh my gosh.
So he was born a month later. I turned 30. That was like literally like 4 weeks. And so we did a little cute staycation situation and kept it low key and dinner and all the things. But we didn't do a big thing because I couldn't leave.
That's like my mom and I. My mom is on the 24th of August and I'm on the 26th.
Really?
Yes. So I mean, I try to do it big for her, but she be trying to do it more big for me. It's so funny when your birthday is close to your baby. Also, Tyler, you got engaged last year. Congratulations to
Thank you.
Miracle Watts. I mean, how has that been? You guys also have a baby.
Yeah.
So how is all of this? And this is her. I know you have 2 other kids, so this is her first kid. How was it getting her through that first time?
I think it was a lot of learning. You know what I mean? Because as we were just talking about, just the experience that y'all go through while you're pregnant, also the postpartum.
Yeah.
And with me being a fix, most men want to pull up and fix the situation. There's lots of things that are, have a question mark on them.
Yes.
So you got to really roll with the punches, like you said. Yeah. And I feel like it's been a whirlwind, but it's just been a it's funny. Sometimes negative things will happen in life, then positive things will happen. I realize that, the choice of what I'm choosing to pay attention to makes a big difference for me, at least.
Absolutely.
Without
that was
a
a
doubt.
word. That's exactly what it is.
It's almost like, we say it and it's a cliche. Sometimes we get older and we're like, oh, it's a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. Glass half full, glass half empty changes your entire life. The perspective of how you choose to approach things.
So, of course, it's been a whirlwind, but I just feel so blessed to be able to, just expand in my love life, expand in my career, meeting new people in the business and, just getting a deeper connection with God. I just feel like I'm focusing on the half full glass for sure.
Okay.
I'm feeling blessed.
Yeah.
And you guys definitely have a lot to be blessed about. So I love to hear that. Gratitude is the greatest healer of anything.
Amen.
But since you guys are both engaged, it could be overwhelming, but have you been thinking about wedding plans? Have you been thinking about what kind of groom you'll be? What kind of bride you'll be? Like, are we going big, low key?
I know.
I'm gonna
I don't know.
I'm supposed to be at your wedding.
I'm just like, oh my gosh.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready,
Wherever
girl.
we're going. I've always wanted. I feel like us women, we plan this way before it's even like, girl, ain't nobody even asked you nothing. Right. You don't even got a man. But I always wanted a destination wedding, but I don't know. I feel like
that.
Yeah, I don't know. I do feel like I do want it to be like a little bit more on the intimate side, but I'm like, how do we do that? We have so much family.
And friends.
If
I'm just thinking of
how
y'all
do we
friends
do
alone,
intimate?
it's 200 already.
That's what I'm saying.
But we'll be there. Do you think you
We'll
turn
figure
into
it
a
out.
bridezilla? Or do you think you'll be like a calm bride? I mean, we never know till the day comes.
You know what? I am definitely probably the calm bride because I'm gonna have somebody that's like, this is what I like, and plan it, please.
Yeah.
Because all of the details and all of the things, I get overwhelmed. I told you, the Libra in me is like, cannot decide. So I'm like, hey, this is what I want. This is what I want it to look like. Go ahead.
Period. And what about you, T?
So we've narrowed it down to next July. So next summer.
Come
we'll
on,
be
the
getting
date.
Yes,
already
come on,
secured.
date. Come on, date.
We're gonna do it in Mexico. So it was.
Yes.
So it's difficult to try to figure it out. Like you said, I feel like y'all are a little bit worse than we are because she at first she wanted this huge wedding, and she has a huge family.
Oh, okay.
For our baby shower, we did it down in Houston, where she's from, and there was like 300 people at the baby
Oh
shower.
my
But these
you
are
see what
all
I'm saying?
real family members,
Yeah, of
first
course.
cousins and whatnot. So she got a huge family. So at first she wanted something big, and then she wanted to elope and do something, really intimate, just us two. And then we kind of settled in the middle ground, and we have like a guest count of like 40, 45. So it's semi-intimate,
Really?
yeah, for sure. Which is a lot too, because there's gonna be a lot of people that are a little upset that they didn't get an
Yeah.
invitation. But
Uh-oh.
it's you know,
It is what it is.
it is
it's
what it
our
is.
day.
Yeah, sure. So
Are you like an into the details type of groom? Like, are you like, or you like, baby, just tell me and I'm cool with it?
yeah, I think as long as hey, listen, you know, me being able to wake up, my family's good. You know, I'm living out my life's purpose. I have the woman of my dreams. I'm in love. You know, life is good. So
And you're
whatever.
fed. I just have to say that real quick because one of the main things I do at night is go and look at what Miracle be cooking.
Oh no, and I'm fed.
She-
I'm good. I'm good
She
all
is
the
a
way.
5-star chef.
telling you,
If
she
y'all
whip-
have never looked at her page,
I
lamb
throw it
chops,
down.
haven't. Wow.
steak
All
and
that.
baked lobster.
Hey,
It's
all the
giving
way.
hours and hours. Lobster towers.
Hey,
I'm
man,
like,
you heard this?
that man is, I'm surprised you fit like this still.
Hey, you see me covered up for a reason. But you know, really, I'm not super into the details. You know,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
Whatever is gonna make her happy, I'm cool with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you shared online that you're in the newborn trenches, and you and I have talked about this personally, but we got to talk about it on the show of how you're finding your balance back to your usual routine. I mean, we see you dancing, you're in the gym, so to us, it seems like you've still maintained, but how are you able to make space for yourself in this new responsibility?
You know what? I'm figuring it out.
Yeah.
Every day, every hour. It's just, I'm finding it. And I feel like I want to start promoting that more.
Yeah.
Because it's not always just, oh, dang, she's still, you know, it's easy. No, I'm
Yeah.
figuring it out. I have made it to the gym maybe twice in the past few months.
Sure.
And I think that's a milestone, right? And I think that you just celebrate the little small pieces you get. And I did say something the other day on my page was like, if you get 5 minutes or 45 minutes, take it. You know,
Seriously.
and I think that that's just what I'm juggling right now, and
Yeah.
I'm figuring it out.
How's it been with Joey? Because I know I think his daughter is 7. He has a 7-year-old daughter.
Mhm.
How helpful has he been being able to have the maturity of having experienced this before during this with
Oh
you?
my gosh, so helpful.
I
He's
know that,
very,
yeah.
very calm, cool, collected. You know, there for me when I'm having my little meltdown situations. Because let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk
I
about the
had a
night
lot.
sweats and the girl, everything.
He's not latching. Ready to rip your damn nipple off. Like, what's wrong with you, baby?
right.
They said it was natural.
Went through that phase. Now we're you know we're hungrier and we're
Yes.
all of the things. So we're figuring it out. But he's been a great support.
Yeah.
honestly.
Was there
yeah.
anything in particular that surprised you most about becoming a parent?
Ooh, something that's very interesting is how the guys can just sleep.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, they
I
can.
can't sleep through it for sure.
I can't.
Yeah, they can.
You know, we can't
He said,
sleep
I
through
can't.
it.
You know what I mean? I can't sleep
And
through it.
every guy says that. Every guy says that. You know what I mean? And that's very interesting. But I feel like
It's a very good detail. I
Hello.
think for us, again, I mean, we had an umbilical cord.
Yeah,
We created
no.
a whole organism.
I can
Yeah,
hear
y'all
the
connected
breath
in a different way.
Like I cannot sleep.
I can, like
Like,
my
I can
baby,
hear him
I keep going
breathing.
in the room seeing if he's breathing.
Yes.
Those first few months, it can drive you crazy because you're just like, are they good?
Yes, exactly.
And the
I
daddy
thi-
just knocked.
But I think the other thing too, I would say, is kind of like I was in a very like denial space a little bit.
Sure.
I was like, whoa, I couldn't believe that
About what?
like
That you had a
that I
baby.
had a
Oh,
baby.
Yeah, you were
baby.
stunned.
I was
You were shocked.
stunned. I was
Mhm.
shocked. I think that was one of the most craziest parts for me too. I didn't know I would feel like that.
Yeah, the postpartum is huge.
Yeah.
And it hits everybody differently. And I think the main thing that doesn't get talked about enough when we get into it is that you don't know that what thoughts of yours are not your own. So you think like postpartum, you're gonna know it as if there's a blinking light in your head that says postpartum's beginning now. But no, it's just like suddenly but surely everything's an emergency. All of a sudden you're stunned or you're shocked and you don't know how to process things. You don't really want to get out of bed. You're trying to find yourself. It's almost like a midlife crisis. And then after it starts to dial down some, you start to realize, oh, those were postpartum symptoms.
Right.
Because we don't know it. To us, it sounds like it's ourself. When I'm
Yes.
saying, he's trying to kill my baby, to me, it's real. But it's like, girl, no, just let them hold the baby. You know what I mean? And so I think that's the big thing when it comes to postpartum that I really try to, when I talk about it, normalize the reality that it just becomes a part of who you are.
Right.
It's not something that comes glaring at you.
Absolutely.
Now, Essence featured you in their 2024 Sexiest Man Alive issue, and they literally said, Tyler Lepley doesn't get the credit he deserves for being one of the finest men in this next generation of leading male actors. His smile, swag, and the party, yes. I mean, when you hear stuff like that, what goes through your mind? Is it like added pressure? You know, is it like a little humble grin? Like, what do you feel? Because that's a lot.
Yeah, you know, I think
It's a lot they put up on my man. All right, woo.
I think for me, honestly, it immediately takes me back to when I decided to do this, and everybody that I spoke to about it just didn't have anything positive to say, let alone any type of support. You know, so I just, I remember like, you know, certain friends, certain family members, even getting out here, other actors that were going through a rut. You know, I checked everybody's temperature, and everybody had the same thing to say. Well, if you can't make a way for yourself in this small pond called Philadelphia, I mean, what makes you think you can go out to the middle of the abyss and do anything different? You know, so then you fast forward a quick 15 years, and you see, you see all the support coming in different mediums. So that's what I really feel. It's like, you know, whatever it is that you're choosing to tune in for, it's like I feel that support, and that's dope because I came from the opposite.
Wow. I hate to hear that, but I also love when I hear that because it's great for people that are going through that right now.
Yeah.
Correct.
People not supporting them, somebody not believing in their dreams, not knowing if they have an opportunity or a chance to make it. But if you believe, and like you were saying at the top, seeing your glass half full and not empty, you'll be surprised at things that you can overcome. Before we get into Ruth and Boaz, we got to get into some of the other projects that you guys have done because you both were a part of huge cultural moments where these shows became phenomenons. I mean, obviously, I'm talking about you, Serayah, with Empire, and I'm talking about you, Tyler, with the Have-Nots. How did that change your life? Like, what do you remember when those, whichever one wants to go first, when those shows hit, and it was everywhere? I mean, it was insane with Empire.
Yeah. That was pretty crazy.
What was it like?
What was it like?
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
Honey, I don't care what the pumpkin spice industry says. Summer ain't over just yet, and let me tell you, I had the vision of the perfect late summer getaway that would make Earth, Wind, and Fire proud. I can already see it now, and I'm dancing in a spacious Airbnb living room, surrounded by my crew, belting out, "Do you remember?" Because trust me, this is a memory in the making. With all the back-to-school chaos, sometimes you need a breather. Last year, I booked a guest favorite for a quick family escape. We had bedrooms for days, a kitchen big enough for our chopped leftover edition competitions, and the kids could do their schoolwork without feeling like they were in detention. If you're looking for that last taste of summer or a cozy fall retreat, check out Airbnb guest favorites. I mean, seriously, these are the cream of the crop, y'all. Perfect for family trips or friend getaways. You get more space, privacy, and locations that'll make your Instagram followers green with envy. Whether you're chasing the last rays of summer or embracing the pumpkin everything, Airbnb has a spot for you. Baby, I just had the wildest ride with The Prophecy Season 2 on Audible. And Kerry Washington, she's taking supernatural thriller to a whole new level. Dr. Virginia Edwards really thought she could finally breathe easy, but the universe said, not today. Just as she's setting in with her family, the power-hungry billionaire cult leader shows up threatening everything she's protected. On top of that, she's being hit with these intense visions, cryptic, otherworldly, and impossible to ignore. Now, she's racing against time with just 1 month to decode them before the world falls apart. And where do these visions lead her? Straight into the deep south on a relentless run. Giancarlo Esposito is locked in as the villain, and he's hot on her heels and coming with full force. But good thing Virginia's got her trusted Allie Moses, played by Dule Hill, riding shotgun. He and Kerry Washington go way back to Psych, but this time their characters are trying to stop a plan that could change the world forever. The performances will grab you, and the sound design, it'll pull you so deep into Virginia's world, you'll be looking over your shoulder at every strange noise. Whether you caught the first season or you're diving in fresh, The Prophecy Season 2 serves up thrills, chills, and some serious what would I do moments. Ready to test your faith and face your fears? Listen to The Prophecy Season 2, now on Audible. Head to audible.com/prophecy2 for your free trial. Trust me, this is one prophecy you want to hear. I mean, it all came so fast. I mean, I know before then you were performing and stuff, but I know you were working at, was it Forever 20? Where were you working when
No,
you
girl,
H&M?
so H&M, yes.
And just, kind of maybe a low-key more vibe, but still working on your goals.
Yeah.
So then you become Tiana, and then
No, I mean literally from no place to live to
How did you hear
From
about the
H&M.
audition?
From H&M, right
H&M
Empire?
to so crazy. One of my friends from high school hit me up. His name is Dejan.
You got to shout out Dejan.
Okay, Dejan always gets a shout out from me. Hello. And he was like, his stepmom is Leah Daniels.
Okay.
Never
period.
knew that before,
Casting,
though.
just for those who's listening or watching don't know, Lee Daniels' sister, Leah Daniels, she's also a casting director. Big casting director.
Right. So they're looking for this character. They had been Tiana on Empire. They had been auditioning for months or whatever, and studio liked him. They didn't like it, all this stuff going on. So anyways, he hits me up. Are you still, acting? Are you still like doing music and stuff? I'm like, yes. And then he's like, yes. Well, my mom has there's this new show they're doing, and, they're auditioning for this role, and I think that you could be cool for them. I don't care what it is. Just send it to me. I don't have no auditions, no agent, no nothing. I was just ready to do whatever.
Yes, girl.
So he sent it through. My mom over there, she's still right here. We went over the lines all night. I auditioned. They sent that through. Then I had to come back and audition a second time. And then it was like, okay, we're already shooting. We're filming. We need her in Chicago. And then literally, I just stumbled on set. And everybody there was already casted. So Taraji, Jussie, and they're like, "Oh, you're Tiana. Okay, we've been waiting to see who Tiana was."
I mean, what was it like meeting
hi.
Taraji, being on the set with Taraji and Terrence Howard, especially this all coming so fast?
Girl, I was like this. Hi.
That's
I was 19. 19.
Oh my gosh! And where were you living before then?
The Valley.
You was in LA.
Yeah,
so then now you're in Chicago, my city, turn up.
Yeah. Then I come to your city, know nothing about nothing.
And
staying at the
killing it.
Thompson, just going back and forth, and just one thing led to another. I was a guest star, reoccurring. And I think I was a guest star until season 3 or something like that.
I mean, you were incredible and you are incredible.
Thank you.
One thing I loved about that show that it gave people the opportunity, especially multi-hyphenates, is to show singing, dancing, and acting. Because people be knowing you be singing, people be knowing you be acting, but you are also a great dancer. I remember when you did the video, I forget which video it was with Chris Brown, just
Undecided.
dancing your ass. I'm like, so I love that we got to see that with that show. And obviously we continue to see that as fans of yours. But that was an iconic moment, will always remain in culture. And you, Tyler, with the have and have-nots, I mean, what was that experience like? Where were you in your career when you got that opportunity?
I was a personal trainer at the time.
What? Okay,
Yeah,
that
so-
tracks.
yeah,
I feel like I can see you being like,
never
all
knew
right,
that.
squat, hold your back up,
Hold your back.
spine straight.
Oh my goodness.
Spine straight.
You know, they always say that. Like, what are y'all talking about? The spine can't bend. It's obviously straight.
I was on my last couple dollars too.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. I remember getting down to my last client. See, so when we're chasing our dream, we always got to keep a couple dollars, in the tank. Obviously.
Yes.
But then, at some point, it gets you can play both sides up until a certain point. You got to make a choice. So for me, it was I had, my 10 clients and I was going on auditions, cool, audition here and there. Then I really liked it. And then I was going on a few more auditions and brought the client list down to 5. And all of a sudden I'm down to my last client. Yeah. And she's really just here. This client is helping me pay my rent and pay my car, and that's it. And my acting class. And this is what I'm doing now.
Yep.
So I'm probably a year and a half into moving to LA. And I remember I needed some more money to be able to go out to the final callback. He was having one of the callbacks out in Atlanta.
So you had to fly out.
Yeah. And they flew us out and put us up. But when I say I'm down to my last dollar, if everything's paid, I don't got a couple dollars for a sandwich. You know what I mean? If I'm broke, I'm broke for real.
Yeah, we're going into debt.
Yeah, we're going into debt now.
Right.
Sure. So I remember, long story short, I had asked, can we do 20 sessions so I can get a little bit more upfront instead of our 10 sessions? It's going to end up being the same amount of sessions anyway. Long story short, the answer was no. And she had her 2 cents too. She said, this would, she was an English woman. And she said, it would almost be like if my doctor was pardon me for the butchered accent.
Yeah, I'm like, is she Jamaican now?
She said it would be like my doctor telling me he's gonna quit to become a dancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so almost like who are you? You said you finna go what? Be an actor? Imagine if my doctor told me he's gonna quit and become a dancer.
She thought
Right,
she
she was
ate
trying to
with
play.
that.
Yeah, she thought she ate
Right.
with that one.
She
thought that
ate.
was a mic drop
She was
moment.
cooking. She was
Anyway, anyway, so that was the so I ended up doing it anyway. Just put the faith up, and that was actually the last call back for the haves and the have-nots. And I switched them out on the same day. How about that?
What?
Oh my gosh, God is really a comedian.
But
low key.
No,
yeah.
for
But
real.
I remember diving into that for the first time, going from 0 pages to 100 pages a day. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Because
see,
Tyler
I have-
doesn't play.
He's
I
not
mean, you have to
playing, yeah.
tell me, what was the experience of being a part? I mean, I worked with Tyler when I was a kid, but this is
Yeah.
before he had the empire he has now.
Yeah.
Like, I did Medea's Film Reunion, then I did, oh my gosh, House of Pain, when he just started building the
Yeah, I
studios.
remember
But now, Tyler is, he damn near Walt Disney.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
right.
he really has his own thing. So when you are working with him up close and seeing that, what kind of things did you take from, he engineers his own work.
Yes.
I mean, so what did you learn in that process? Because it's a lot of work for all of you.
Yeah, I would say the main thing is just what a real work ethic looks like. This is the billionaire who's showing up. He's there before everybody, and he's the last one to leave. He's outworking everybody here. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, it just puts it into perspective. What it takes to get there. A lot of people like to look at it and be like, oh yeah, like billionaire, and all of a sudden billionaires are popping up left and right. It feels like it's
Yeah.
attainable to the outside. It's like, but when you get on the inside, you see what it really takes to get there. Like
Yes.
my man is just a workaholic, and you know what? He just. All right, my last thing about Tyler Perry. Sorry,
I love
he
Tyler
just
too.
man. It's amazing how he can still stay so grounded, and he'll be just like this with you, kicking all the game in the world there for as long as you need.
Yeah.
So I've
I've
taken
been
that from
at
him. Yeah,
my worst and been like, hey, T, I just need a couple words. Prayers, support, insane advice. So
Yeah.
I couldn't agree with you more that,
Yeah.
good people is good people and
For sure.
they're blessed because of it. As an actress and a musician, as we were talking about, how do you feel like one side feeds the other creatively? And I get this question a lot where people are like, do you like more? No, I like them all the same. But they do feed each other, and like I know when I want to get in one bag over the other. Like I feel like lately, obviously you're getting ready to do this movie's getting ready to come out, but I feel like I have been seeing you do a lot of music on your page. So I
Yeah.
feel like you're getting in your music bag in
Yes.
this season a little bit. So how do you
Yes.
know when you want to do what?
You know what? It's very interesting, and I do get that question a lot. So that's probably the number one question I get. But I think they definitely feed each other. I think that it's different parts of you creatively, right? Like I feel music is like me and my authentic self, whatever I want to talk about. And I also
Yes.
always grew up like journaling and things like that. So it kind of turns into that type of like release for me. Whereas with film and acting, I get to like kind of tap into like a different side of me creatively and like bring different things out and find out what resonates with myself, with my character and different things like that. It's like painting, I think, but it's like
Yes.
canvases and they're just like slightly different, but it's still painting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
would
think people are
express it.
starting to come around in our generation. Like when I was younger, it was very fragmented what you
I
were allowed to do
know.
as an entertainer. Like it was
Yeah.
just you was an actor, you was a singer, you was a comedian.
Right.
Now I feel like we're having the opportunity to reintroduce the concept of just being an artist.
Yes.
And like you said, expressing yourself in whatever medium you see fit. If you want to paint, you know what I mean? If you want to dance, sing, whatever, it's all a part of you expressing yourself as an artist. And so I love when we're not allowing those rules to stop us from being everything we are. Between Harlem and P Valley, you're showing a lot of different sides of yourself. Which role do people stop you about most in the street?
Overall, I don't know. If I'm in the South, I get a lot of P Valley. If I get a lot of Harlem too, but I can't lie, I get the most have and have-nots.
Yeah.
For sure.
What? Really?
Yeah.
That makes
Even
sense.
after all this time.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
that
crazy,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Because, I mean, how many seasons was that?
I think it was 9 seasons.
Oh my goodness.
And Tyler Perry just has his, like you said, he's like Walt Disney.
Yes, and I mean
And
that's
his-
a soap opera. Like we don't get like that was a clear like that could have been. I could if he wanted to, he could have made that like Days of Our Lives, and
Yeah.
he could have went on 25
Mhm.
seasons. You know,
And his audience
9
is
seasons.
just
But how long did it take you to shoot? Because I know he shoots really fast.
Yeah. It still took about 7 or 8 years. But
okay.
you're shooting that whole. This is back when we were doing 22 episodes and whatnot. We were in and out in 3 weeks for 20 episodes. I promise you. No cap.
how
Like
it
the
doesn't
kid
feel
said.
good
that.
going to work sometimes. I mean, you want a
Yeah.
break too.
Yeah.
But when you on your breaks, don't y'all feel like I feel like this all the time. Whenever I'm working, I'm like, get me off of here. And as soon as I'm on break,
Give me back.
When's the next time I'm gonna work again? It's
No.
so weird because
No,
we always
for
people don't
real.
know as entertainers we out of a job
Yeah.
No.
till we get a job.
You get one.
Seriously.
It's like
I'm
independent
jobless.
contracting.
I'm like literally jobless.
Literally, I'm jobless till they hire me again.
Right.
Yeah.
So they don't know. It's a free-flowing job. Okay, now let's get into what we're here to talk about. You guys are starring in Ruth and Boaz. This is a new Netflix film that reimagines a classic biblical love story. Now, what spoke to you most about this? And I have to ask, too, especially as like, I'm somebody that's nervous whenever a romance comes across my desk, unless it's like goofy and stuff, I'm spooked. Because I'm like, I'm gonna have to kiss and we're gonna have a love scene. So how did y'all feel when this opportunity came for this movie that is, it's a romance, but we have the faith to it. So what were you thinking? Any apprehensions, any concerns?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so love story, right? But Devon did kind of like brief me on what it was, and when I went
Devon
through
Franklin, the
Devon
producer.
Franklin, the producer, and so when I read the script, I was like, okay, this is giving wholesome Black love, and so
Fabulous.
yes, and so I was really here for it. I love a good love story, and I want to see us in good love stories more often. So I think that was something that really rang to me, and it was always on my vision board. I had Love Jones on my vision board, and so I'm
I
like,
always tell you who you look like. Robin Givens.
oh yes, yeah, you do.
I tell you that every time I see you.
You
So
do.
Boomerang remake, you need to be Robin.
Hello, can we do it,
Girl, you give me that down. I live for her too. I don't know who don't live for her, but
I
yes.
know we love
Yes,
Robin.
we love her.
But yeah, so that was something that was like, I was here for it because I was
Yeah.
like really excited. Obviously, Devon Franklin, Tyler Perry. Never worked with Tyler Perry before. It's my first time.
Yeah.
When I drove onto the lot and I got my little key card, I was like,
It just gives life.
It does. Driving up, it's beautiful. I mean, y'all at home, like it's beautiful.
Wow.
And I mean, so inspiring. But other than that, auditioning was awesome. We were actually filming a whole nother movie. We auditioned virtually. We were on the same movie.
From like the same
Oh
hotel.
yeah, what was the other
We were
movie?
on the
Because I
same
know the
movie,
cast
girl.
of that one too. What was
Goons.
Yes.
It's a slasher horror movie. We're
Yeah.
on the same movie. We're going to
Complete
work.
opposite.
Complete opposite of what.
Going from to baby.
Complete opposite. We come down. How did it happen? I seen you in the lobby, and he
Yeah, I
was like,
remember
"Yeah, I'm
bumping
doing
into
my
you, yeah.
audition."
And
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
got
me
the same
too.
Same thing, yeah.
And then we're here, like doing the chemistry read
the
via,
chemistry.
virtually. It was crazy.
Chemistry virtually is nuts because
It's crazy.
Isn't that defeating the
Yes.
crazy.
chemistry through the Wi-Fi? Okay, so what were you thinking and feeling, T?
I think the first thing I was feeling was excited to do something I've never done before. I've never been a part of a love story, specifically. Even when you get into Harlem, yeah, it's romance, but it's comedy as well. It's like rom-com. So I've never did anything that specifically gets to dive into just a love story. So I was excited about that. Obviously, to piggyback off of some of the things you were talking about, Netflix, Tyler Perry, Devon Franklin, you know what I'm saying? Serayah, you know what I mean? So it's like, I was excited about that as well. But then when I actually, once I got the role and then I was able to read the script, I was just really excited about us being able to tell our version of this. Because as you had mentioned, it's in the, it's an older story in the Bible, originated in the Bible.
Yeah.
But then just where we're at with dating, we've talked about this here and there on, certain interviews. It just feels like everything is very transactional. Love is just
Guys.
on the surface. It's transactional. I can't look at you if you don't pull up with stars in the roof. It's just like, what's going on?
Am I working
Yeah.
the corners?
Right.
Yeah.
Or am I working my heart? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I live for, look, you need to make sure you're in an equal relationship where there's an equal give and,
I
take.
get it,
and
yeah.
that's important. And as finances is the top of your list, that's real. We living in a dying economy.
For
So
sure.
yeah, get it where you
Hello,
live it.
right.
But I do think we are in a time where because we're in a dying economy and because everything is so rooted on survival, sometimes we're not even creating any space for genuine love and connection. We're not getting the opportunity to meet people from a place of being completely secure and full. And in return, it becomes very transactional.
Yeah.
So
And I feel like, where Boaz meets Ruth, it's not, she's definitely not the finished product. She's, she's perfect.
No.
No, but you know what I'm saying. No, you know what I'm saying. She's going through, she's getting
she's
ran
not.
out of her
She's
old place. She finds
She
a
has
new
a lot
job.
going on.
Yeah, and I just feel like in the real world, sometimes we make the mistake of feeling like we have to level all the way up to be
ready
for love.
Right,
No,
right,
love
right.
can meet you right where you're at. God is always working, you know?
That is everything.
Wow.
Facts. Because, by the way, who in their 30s is all the way leveled
Right,
up?
what are you talking about? Right.
Yeah.
I got
That doesn't
grades. I
even
don't know
make
what I'm
sense.
doing.
Yeah, that doesn't even. It doesn't
Yeah,
even
like
make
what's
sense.
going on?
Now, the film also features Felicia Rashad and some cameos from music legends like, first of all, Jermaine Dupri and Babyface. I mean, what was it like being on the set with all of these legends?
You got a chance to actually work with them a bit more.
Yeah, I did. Felicia Rashad. She's just
I know.
everything.
The icon.
She's the icon. She's the regal. She's just everything. I just love talking to her and getting to know her. And I find out our birthdays are a day apart.
Oh my gosh, she's a Gemini too.
Yes, girl. And so that was awesome. But Jermaine and obviously baby. I mean, I was so it was epic.
Yeah.
I
You had to
was so
sing in front of everybody.
nervous. Yes. You're going to record with Babyface in LA. We're going to fly you out. And then I was like, oh, child. I walked in and you see Whitney and you just everybody's on the.
When you think about Babyface's catalog, it gets
just
kinda
like-
silly. The Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. Let's start and begin there. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So I go in and he's so poised and he's so chill and laid back. And he's like, yeah, we're going to do this. And are you ready? And I'm just like, okay, I want to flip out right now. But you know what I mean? I mean, it was great. He's awesome. And Jermaine was super cool too.
Love
It was
Jermaine. He's
really
still
cool.
They're still making hits. I mean,
He
Jermaine
really
killing it
is.
with the money long.
Yes, he is.
You know.
It was also cool to see them in our element as far as film and TV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
that was pretty cool.
he was kind of like, oh wait, I did my line wrong, and it was really cool to see, that moment and him ask me questions. I'm like, he's asking me something, so it was really cool. It was awesome.
How was it getting into the emotional romance bag? Did you guys learn something about yourself? Were there nerves? Did you guys have sideline conversations like, okay, this is a big scene, how are we gonna support each other in this? Or did you kind of go head first?
I just don't know how she got through this while she was pregnant.
Yeah,
I had no idea she was
about
pregnant.
this.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
When I think about Church's Chicken, I'm taken back to those nights we try to figure out what we were picking up for dinner, and my dad would say, Church's. I'm not gonna lie, we had a little tradition of our own. We'd always snag one of those fresh-baked honey butter biscuits for the car ride home. Sorry, family, quality control purposes. That's what makes Church's so special. It's fresh, hand-breaded chicken seasoned just right. I still do the jalapeno squeeze just like my dad taught me. It's part of the experience now. And those honey butter biscuits I mentioned, baked from scratch daily. And yes, they're worth the potential family drama. What I love is how Church's always comes through with portions that can feed everybody. Even after our little quality control moments, everything's made with real care, and you can taste it. At the end of the day, Church's Chicken is more than just a meal. It's family. It's tradition. It's home. Find your next meal and deal at churches.com. How was you able to hide that?
The first
Body snatch like that?
No, as soon as we started filming, literally like maybe that week or I don't even know. I think it was right before production started and we were doing pre-production. I found out. Girl, I mean, it's like as soon as you pee on
Joey
the
said,
stick.
you're going to do a romance with Tyler Lepley? I know what to do.
I am so done. I
know exactly what to
done
do.
with you.
Good job, Joey.
I found out, and as soon as that happened, I was so sick. So to be honest, I don't even understand how I was just jumping in.
Well, like
I was
we
just
said
jumping
at
in
the
head
top, I
first.
know how you did it. You did it as a mother at work boss babe. I mean, it's just in you. It's not on you.
Yeah.
The movie is rooted in like faith and chosen family. How have those principles shown up for you guys in your lives?
At the end of the day, when the ish really hits the fan, and it's like it's just you and yourself, the faith is all that you have. I'm speaking for myself, So I'll follow faith into the dirt. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. We're all gonna go one day. I feel like I feel like I know exactly what I'm here for. I'm figuring it out more and more every day. But like I have like an overall idea of what I'm here for, and it's not just to like pay bills and pass away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's So I have faith in every aspect of my life with with what I'm doing with film and TV, with what I'm doing with my fiance, my relationship with my parents. It's
I know you
been
grew up-
rocky at times.
Is your stepfather also white? I know your mother is white. So so you grew up as the only black person in your family.
Yeah, for sure.
So how was that experience? Yeah, I mean, that's... Am I being microaggressed or do you love me? No. I mean, it can be hard if nobody understands your experience. I can only imagine.
Yeah. I'll say this. Me and being one of the reps from Netflix, Julissa, we were talking about this recently, and I'll say that it was very, very different, very difficult to have to be able to figure everything out, alone. Now, my parents, the one thing my parents did just the best job in the world at was making sure I had that foundation of love. No matter what I messed up on or with, I was always able to go home and my parents both had my back, loved me to death, no matter what. And I never felt that waver at all. And that was enough to give me the springboard to go figure out who I was.
Yeah.
Especially, it's like, who am I? It's just a lot. Especially when you don't have like an OG or anybody in your family to teach you about it. You know what I mean? I had to, in the nature versus nurture aspect, it was all nature in terms of like who am I culturally and racially and stuff.
And what about in school? I know you grew up in Philly, but like, what kind of school did you go to? Was it a diverse school? Did you at least have some?
All white.
Really?
Best friends. Okay,
I
so
didn't know
let's
that.
Why are we laughing at that? It's not funny.
She said it's not funny.
So all right, cool. So I did this story the other day, and it was 2D. We're just gonna keep this one light, but it just helps shine a light on like what I went through and having to deal with it alone.
Right.
With the love that I have for my parents. So my best friend, I'm in second grade. My best friend, third grade. I'm on the bus, and he says, "Do you know what a is?"
Oh my gosh!
He was saying,
Not do I know?
Do you know what one is? I said before I could say no. He said, "That's what you are."
it's you.
It's
Yeah. Oh.
Bus stop. He got off the bus. He said, "All right, I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow."
Just
informing
did
me.
he have
Just
the end after?
informing.
I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow.
Nah, he didn't say that. But I remember. Mine. No. So I just remember processing that on the ride home. Like,
I know. And had you heard the word before?
No, but I felt it.
You knew,
I knew
yeah.
something was
Oh
wrong.
my
That word
gosh.
is very
So then I remember by
charged.
the time I got home, like, then the waterworks started coming. He's like, my parents were there for me. They loved me. And I remember even them marching down to homeboy's crib. And, my dad stood on business to let him know we wasn't riding for that. Man, all that was great. But like,
But it's
when it's
still,
time to go home and like, I'm in my room alone, I wake up the next morning and, and the rest of the life, after that is like, this is something that I had to really figure out for myself. So to take it back, the faith in that scenario works because God's never going to steer me wrong. And even in terms of like my parents, like I put the faith everywhere. Even in terms of my parents at that time, I didn't know if they was going to be able to
Show up for you.
show up for me.
Right.
And it's a hard thing to show up
Yeah,
for.
but 37 years later, damn it, they're right there for me. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the faith is always has always served me.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I had similar experiences growing up, going to private school. Both my parents are black, but I still am going to be, as a minority, you're going to be in situations where you are the minority. I was the only black kid in my class. They telling me my hair snap, crackling, popping. And I'm like, what's wrong with it?
Yeah.
This is just, it's what it do. I got gel in my hair. It's a little hard, but it's cool.
Yeah.
And so you go through these
Figuring it
experiences
out,
and sometimes your parents, even as my parents are black people, they were like, you got to go there and get your education and get the education that we paid for you to get. Right. This is what it's about.
Focus,
and you got to ignore these people. You got to hold your head up high. And they're teaching me how to navigate it without letting. And that's stuff that, stuff that I take with me to this day as a black woman in corporate America. Like, everybody not going to like me. And sometimes people might say something crazy to you. And you cannot. Toni Morrison said the greatest form of racism is a distraction. It distracts you. Yeah. It stops you from being on your goal because you're worried about telling this person you got value and teaching this person your worth. I don't really care if you see it or not. I'm focused on the prize. And I couldn't agree with you more with that faith. How has it showed up? I just want to know from you, too, how has it showed up for you? And even especially in this time of your life going through these changes, what does it look like for you with your family and your faith?
Oh, girls, everything. Okay. Faith every day, every moment, every hour, okay? I mean, for me, and I never knew that. Wow. That was very compelling. But I think
we do our research.
Yeah, okay. No, but for me, I think, It's in everything I do. I have to. I feel like I don't have
Yes.
anything without it, honestly. I grew up very faith-based. And so it's embedded in me in that way as well. But then on my own journey, you know, as I became a big girl,
Yeah.
a grown adult, you have to take that with you in every different situation. And I can tell you, whatever prayers grandma and ma prayed over me has kept me in a lot of different situations, out of a lot of situations, and took me through a lot of hard situations. So I think that when I am facing tough times, I do lean on that. I do have those conversations with my God, you know what I'm saying? And I think that definitely just brings me through because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yes. And I think that's the big thing we gotta
Can we
always
talk
say.
about that?
Don't know what I'm doing. Literally
no
waking
clue.
I
up,
have no clue.
free flowing. You know what I mean? Just rocking with what I can. You know? I love what you said about the prayers though. And I think me and my friends often talk about that when we look at the blessings in our lives that we feel like we did. Like I feel like there's so much that's happened in my life that I did nothing to get. Not saying that you deserve blessings. Things happen for you. But like just my parents, you know, whoever prayed for them, that prayer came to me. And whatever prayers that were said before years back, we are still reaping the benefit of those
Absolutely.
prayers. And I think that's so incredible, you know, when you look back and think about those that prayed for you.
Yeah.
You guys both talk openly about mental health as well. I know that you have your Deserving Love Foundation. How did you come to creating that, and what made you feel that it was an important thing to do?
Actually, that's definitely my mom. That she has always been cultivating deserving love. It wasn't always called deserving love, but it's always been there as an idea, you know, and the identity of it is uplifting women and single parent moms and having this overall kind of like we meet up. We see each other face to face. We talk about things. We have speakers come sometimes. It's really about cultivating that community and sisterhood.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like where we're starting. And we want to do retreats, and we just want to really push mental health to the front, but then also having community. Because right now, a lot of things are virtual, everything's online, and I think we have to pull up for each other, and we need to be in each other's face,
And
hold
IRL,
each other's
like,
hands.
come on, can we come outside?
Literally, the energy we need it back. So, and it's truly, honestly, every time we do we call it Sister Circle.
Yeah.
Every time we do Sister Circle, it's someone leaves feeling like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I needed this so much, or when's the next one, or how can I help, how can I be a part? And we're growing. And I think the fact when I see people changing in real time and it affecting people in real time, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and I love the name Deserving Love. I remember I got into an argument or just like a conversation with my friend who wasn't of the same background as me about the word deserve with love and with God. And I'm like, it means so much different when you live an experience as a Black woman where you're often told what you don't deserve. And you're actually always entitled to it. You're entitled to love.
Right.
You're entitled to God's love. You're entitled to feeling of value and worth.
Absolutely.
And so it is important. The way that we use language, a lot of times is different the way that other people use language. Some people might think that means something else, but no, like I deserve it because I've been told that I didn't.
Right.
And so we have to rework that with those affirmations. So I also love the title because that's important. When it comes to language, it's important to say, now, I deserve things, especially when you've often been told you don't.
Absolutely.
So thank you for doing that work. And then how did you find your way into, just caring about mental health? Now, I know that sounds crazy, but I do feel like it's something that many of us are still waking up to. It's like, it's okay to sit on that lady couch. You know what I mean? Go
for
see
real.
that lady and quick. You know? So how did you realize you needed to take a plop?
I do also love that name, by the way, Deserving Love.
Thank you.
So I actually got started with, how long have I been with Gary?
I love we
Come
call
on,
him out.
Gary.
Hey,
Gary, yeah.
What up, G?
Yo, G. I haven't been there in a couple months, but maybe it's been over 10 years.
Yeah.
So I would say I first got into it because I got into it for work purposes.
Yeah.
You know, so you get there and whatever it is that they need it on action. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's like I was having trouble getting right there on action. So one of my acting coaches was like, here's my Rolodex of people, like go talk to a few people. And so I sat down with Gary for a while. And then I started I started seeing why I needed it in life. So it did help. So the first
It opened you up.
couple of months, couple of years or whatever, it worked. I would go on set and I was noticing some improvement and it was great. But then as I kept going, I started noticing that I was having, I was working on certain skill sets in therapy that I was able to use, when things got tricky in, relationships in real life, friendships, business colleagues, whoever. And I would say that I realized, again, Aries, fire sign, either I was blowing up, either I was making a mess.
Because y'all will hold stuff in.
Yes, exactly. That's
My dad's
very
Aries.
keen to that. Yeah, because that's like one of the things I struggle with. And because we're holding in, either when it comes out, it's going to blow up and you're just making a mess, which isn't really feeling your anger, by the way. You're just making a mess.
Yeah. Right. You're avoiding it.
Yeah. So it was either that or then I was going all the way in and I was having like a crippled loyalty. It's like I would cripple myself to make sure that you're good. Which is also not good.
I need to go see Gary.
Yeah, where's
It's also
Gary?
not
Because I'll
good.
be doing that too.
So the
people-pleasing thing.
yes,
Yeah.
same idea.
Committed to everybody but you.
But yourself.
Yeah, damn.
So I feel like it'll be a lifelong,
For real.
it'll be a lifelong thing. But I have noticed some positive changes from being able to go there, even just in terms of like perspective and having a proper one.
I just like what you said with lifelong thing, because I think a lot of times we be thinking like, y'all only gonna fix our lives and then our life is fixed. No, it's like it's a continuing fixing.
Every day.
Every day we're changing, we're growing, our mindsets are changing. I cannot tell you how many conversations I've had with my friends as we've entered our 30s, as now no longer the Gen Zers of the world. We're the
my
millennials.
goodness.
Our time was great. We were trendy and popping. And now we've been
I'm getting
kicked
old.
out. And Gen Z's gonna know how it feels when Gen Alpha comes after their ass, okay?
Okay.
Because they ready to kick us out of everything. Anyway, entering these 30s, there's so many revelations. So now we're at a whole new, whatever conversations and things we were feeling like we overcame in our 20s, it's like, you're 30 now. Have you remember this?
No, for real.
Girl.
Recapping.
And you're like, I thought I was healed. And it's like, there is no healed. There's continued healing. And even beyond healing, because that comes with the idea of being broken, is really like, I always talk about this with self-esteem, because people so-and-so have low self-esteem. There really is no low self-esteem, no highest self-esteem. There's a continuing growth of esteem, because you only can know what you know once you've experienced it. And so having that grace with ourselves, and I think about this all the time I hate to bring signs into it, but as a Virgo that's always trying to be perfect, it's like things happen so you know not to make them happen again. And so grace is a big thing for me this season. Grace with myself, grace with what I don't know, what I'm trying to undo, and then like embracing the unknown.
Amen.
You guys have amazing chemistry. I see it right here.
Yeah, we had fun on set.
We did. We had a lot of fun.
But now I want to get into this pairing off screen. So I thought we'd play a little game called Most Likely to see how this Aries and Gemini pairing really goes. What do you guys think?
Okay, let's do it.
So I have these paddles, and I'm going to play along with you guys. I'm going to give this one.
Okay.
They're no different. It's when the outfits are stiff, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You can barely even get up.
I can't even reach.
Right,
I am
me too, babe.
taped to the seat.
She's like, I'm sewn in. For real. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys who's most likely to blah blah blah.
Okay.
And you guys are gonna show me with this,
Hold
and I'm
it
gonna
up.
play along. I might be wrong. I might be right. We'll see. So, who's most likely to? And this first one is because I know that you both are former athletes.
Oh.
Who's most likely to win in a one-on-one pickup basketball
Stop
game?
it. Come on now.
I am gonna say
Yeah.
him. I'm gonna
say him
I know
too.
you were the head in your
Listen.
high
play ball?
school. You,
I did.
Oh,
sure
for real?
did.
All right,
This is a long
I
time
changed.
ago.
This
This
I
is a
ain't
long
played
time
ball. I played
ago.
ball.
Okay.
You see them legs?
I
Those
tried
are
Yeah, no,
basketball
but
Listen,
legs.
I
I
changed
tried to
mine.
do a pickup game. Well, my dad is always pulling me into pickup games. First of all, my
That's
dad
so
plays
cute.
basketball. He pulled me. I said, Dad, I haven't played basketball in years. I have
Trying to make sure you
nails
stay on point.
and everything.
Started giving them work.
Listen, I couldn't breathe. Let's talk about that.
I do want to talk about the
Let's
fact
talk
that
about
they're
that.
running and dribbling. It's quite impressive. It's quite impressive because the hand-eye coordination and cardio that's going on, guys.
The cardio, I forgot about that part. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh
tough.
yeah, cool, let's do it. Couldn't breathe.
Couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was just
be
talking
the
about
first to cry at their wedding. He gives that he's going to tear up.
Definitely me.
You think you're going to cry?
Yeah.
I feel,
But-
yeah, she is though. She a little
Oh,
sensitive too though.
I'm
You guys
I'm a
both are sensitive, but
crybaby.
you guys don't show it too much. That's why I feel like on the wedding day, it's going to be like,
gonna be-
It's gonna go. For
I
sure.
love you guys, y'all reading y'all vows, and you are my rock. He gonna say some deep. I already know. Okay, blast the better playlist in the trailer. I feel like you
for
got
sure.
a mean playlist.
I feel like you got a nice one, yeah, for sure.
Because you be getting that.
Hey.
So I know. And I've been to one of your parties before.
What flavors do you want? You know what I mean?
Okay.
I like all the flavors.
All right. Clap back the hardest if someone comes for them online. This is tough for me because I feel like neither one of y'all clap
I
back.
had to clap back bad at somebody earlier this morning.
That's
I feel
my
like.
thing. So
Yeah, no, but I'm gonna say her because she got that. I'm gonna say her because it's just that new mother in her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she gonna be Mama
maybe.
Bear.
If somebody
you know?
say something about that baby.
Somebody play around. I
Well,
don't think she gonna play.
Somebody said my baby looked like Ed Sheeran. I would have been mad, but he did a little as a newborn. It was a little bit, I was like, hey, Ed. I got over it. Knows everyone's business before lunch. I'm only going to say you because you're the type of person that everybody would tell everything to.
This is true.
You have such a calm vibe of just like, she ain't going to never tell my business. She really don't care what she's hearing. It's going one and out the other. So I feel like a lot of people vent to you because they know you're never going to be like on it like that. You know?
Why are you reading me? You are reading
I
it
live
though.
for you,
Because it's not that I don't care. I just don't care to share and keep going back and forth. So yeah, you could tell me.
That's why I'm telling you. She know everybody's business. Period. Okay. Has the hottest DMs right now. Well, the only reason why I'm going to say you is because I feel like Joey will kill everyone. Like, I feel like
My DMs are like SpongeBob
before,
with Sandy.
I know them DMs was fire, sister. Yes. But I feel like you probably have my girl. Everybody wants it.
I'm so done with
Period.
you.
Period. Girl.
I am finished.
Girl. But I know them. I know it's hard to get the girl. What happens actually when you and Miracle go out?
This one.
I honestly, I think
What do they
y'all
feel like
capping
it's
it up
the
too much.
same?
Y'all capping it up too much. It's very dry. It's very boring in the DMs. I'm telling you.
It's going down in the DMs.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Hide snacks on set for between takes. I'm saying you just because you was pregnant at the time.
Oh my gosh.
For sure. Definitely.
Even
you
when
know
I'm
you had a
not
little
pregnant, I snack.
Yeah, she just came back in here
Snack,
chewing on
please,
some
snack.
type of candy.
What's your favorite snack?
I had a pineapple.
Like, are you a salty or a sweet? Is really the question.
Oh, girl, salty and sweet. I like it all. I want the chocolate. I want a fruit. I might want a bar.
Yeah.
I might want a chip. Today, I might want a Dorito. You know what
we
I
got some
mean?
good chips and salsa in the bag. We do have snacks at Baby.
Now, wait a minute. The snacks here, the setup here
Yeah,
is.
setup was crazy. Green room was nice. We appreciate
What?
you.
I
Yeah.
didn't get a good green
I
room.
mean, yes.
Y'all know I'm the hostess with the mostest. I can't have y'all out here crazy and hungry. Okay. Show up late, but be the best dress. Every time, on every
literally
occasion.
was late today.
She
I'm
might
so
be
sorry.
like a little late, but she gonna come through and show you why you was
came
waiting on
through
the show.
though.
Period. Okay, last one. Leave set with a little souvenir without asking. You look like you might klepto a little something. Ooh. Come on, Philly.
I mean,
Yeah.
They
what
was
did
my
Denzel
house
say?
shoes.
Yeah, what did Denzel say?
already-
I'm leaving with something.
I'm leaving here with
Shit,
some.
I'm leaving here with something.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I always leave with something.
Little something.
Jewelry. The underwear, I already put them on.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
come
who's
on,
giving
man.
that back?
Yeah.
Come on, shapewear. I got a lot of free shapewear.
Oh, girl, my whole drawer
The
is
best.
nude.
Yeah,
Nude
nude,
shapewear.
nude, and I love it.
Guys, you're amazing. Thank you so much for coming to the show. Ruth and Boaz coming out September 26th. We're getting romance. We're getting love. Shout out to Devon Franklin and Tyler Perry. God bless you guys.
Thank you, Keke. This has been an honor.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank
you
you,
are
Boo.
simply amazing.
Continuing the rise, continuing to
there,
show
girl.
us the right example. You know what I'm saying?
Baby,